Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you're returning, welcome back, and if you're new, welcome. I'm glad to have you here. Now let's see. Holy Spirit, please protect me, my viewers, and our families, our assets from any evil eyes, curses, hexes, any negative energy, negative comments. Return to sender 20 billion times fold. In the name of Jesus Christ, amen. Let's see what's going on for my viewers. Okay. It looks like you or someone here is waiting a message or a call. Someone codependent here. Let's see. Oh, I see. Okay. It's actually them who broke up with you. With someone here. I'll take it how it resonates. But that's what I'm seeing. Someone here, you're waiting for someone's text, call, or anything. You're looking to hear from this person. You haven't heard from them in a long time since you're both separated. This person left you or broke up with you because they felt that they needed to be on their own because they felt too codependent on you. They felt they had no control of their life, okay? It had nothing to do with you. It was them. They needed to be alone. They needed to go within and heal themselves here. This person has like really, they had like a lot of deep issues here that they needed to resolve. They didn't love themselves, and they didn't like how they were treating you or how they felt in this relationship with you, because they felt like because you're healed, or because you're more healed than they are, okay, you know what you want, you have your dreams, you have, a future ahead of you. This person, they felt like they were just trying to keep it together. They felt like they couldn't make you happy. They felt like you deserved better than them because they just felt they weren't good enough for you, okay? And it is possible because both of yours energy were not the same, okay? You weren't vibing the same. And this person felt like a burden in this relationship, that they were burdening you. For some, maybe they felt like you were making them feel like a burden. Or for some, it was just like them. They just felt like they were a burden to you, okay? Because you did so much for them, and they just felt like they were useless with you in this relationship, and they wanted somebody to need them. And with you being independent, being, focused on your dreams and your future here, this person, they didn't have that. They didn't have the same dreams as you did. They didn't have the same ambitions that you have. This person would do, like, they might have a job, but it's like, they might do something on the side that's kind of like unconventional, okay? Like maybe they sell rims or something to a car, or they they do something that is like under the table type of deal, whatever it is. But I do see fast cars. I don't know if you have one or they do. It look like sporty cars, you know. I don't know. I'm seeing some sporty cars here, and I'm not a really car person, but I'm picturing sports cars. Okay. So they felt like they had to leave this connection so they can figure out who they are, what they want, figure themselves out. And they just couldn't do that in this relationship with you. They needed to be alone. Okay, they very much needed to be alone. And it's nothing that you did wrong or anything that you really truly did to them. It was just that this person, you know, their life isn't like yours, and they feel that, you know, being with you, you would expect them to be more than what they are, and that made them feel insecure. It made them feel inadequate. Okay. They felt kind of jealous at times because maybe you have friends or whatever that were, maybe they're more classier than their friends, or, you know, had more money. Maybe it was a money status. It could have been anything, or maybe it was just in their head. Okay. So they had to pull away from this because they were, you know, very codependent on you. They want their control back. You know, they want to be able to control their ways. You know, they felt like they had no control over this relationship because they felt like you had more of the power than they did. So they felt kind of useless in that way. Okay. It was a personal problem this person had. Okay, it had nothing really to do with you. You were just being your authentic self in your high vibing vibration here, and they're just not there yet. They have a lot of healing to do, and I see that they've been working hard and doing their self-care. They are becoming more confident. They're happier. Okay. They're building a relationship with themselves here, making healthier choices. Okay. Yeah, they're like healing their inner child wounds here. They might have had some, I see that they had some past trauma for some. For some, it was just like past things that happened in their life, past relationships, that kind of broke them down, made them lose confidence. Some of them feel abandonment issues because they were abandoned in some like relationships or situationships, okay, by lower vibrational people. They could have been used. For some, they were used by certain people that were lower vibrational. But the thing is, they're use of people who are low vibrational, not somebody who are independent and doesn't need them. You see, this person is used to people who are more codependent than they are on them, and you're not. You're very independent. You don't need anybody. You have your confidence. You don't look for validation in anything you do. You don't seek approval. You do everything by your standards. You don't look at anybody else's, you know. So this person knows that they hurt you by leaving this relationship. They know that you're probably still upset with them. They do miss you a lot. But they know they just want good for you at the time. Okay, they wouldn't feel they were good for you at the time. They had nothing going for themselves, and that's what they were seeking. Okay, themselves. And they wanted to do it independently without you. They wanted to do it on their own, be their own person. And this person really didn't know who they were without you. They were so codependent on you for everything. They wanted to be your everything, but at the same time, they were losing who they were as a character. They were missing out on what their wants and needs are, focusing on you, putting you on a pedestal, okay? And they really needed to put themselves on a pedestal. This person thinks about you very often. They do tell people about you, but it's all positive things on, how independent you are, you know, how sweet you are, how nurturing you were. They really put you on a high pedestal still, but now, they're just doing it in a healthier way where it's not just focusing on you, it's focusing on them and their well-being, okay? And, they were pretty much called out by spirit to do that. They were actually listening to their intuition by pulling away from this relationship and focusing within, okay? They were pushed to take a step back and heal and do these things without you, okay? They're on a journey also, and it's a different one than you are on, a different path. Now, there's nothing that says here that you'll never be in a relationship with them again. That's not what I'm seeing. However, right now, this person is still, making healthy choices, figuring themselves out, seeing what they like, don't like, building a relationship with themselves, okay? They've gotten more confident. They've healed a whole lot. They're getting there. They're doing the work. They're doing the shadow work. They're putting in the work, to get better, to be the person that they need to be, okay? But they can't get you off their mind. They use you also for like ammunition here. They think about how much of a go-getter you are, and that gives them the energy and the strength to keep going and healing and making better choices for themselves, okay? This person does want to meet with you. They want to talk to you. Every day. This person thinks about you every day. I see them writing in a journal. They write out something in a book, and it looks like they're writing like a diary or a journal. And it's almost like they're thinking about you while they're writing in this journal or this diary. And it's like they're writing out like their day, how it was, what they're doing, how they feel. And I'm also seeing them writing something about, their future and with you in it, hopefully. They pray for that. Okay, for some. But I'm also hearing if it's meant to be, then it'll be. What's mine will be mine. I'm hearing that also, and I'm actually seeing that written inside of a book. So this person feels more elevated, but they can't get you out of their mind, okay? They're trying to transmute this energy into something positive, all the, whatever they put you through, the pain that they caused you, they don't mean to cause that pain. They didn't mean to hurt you. And it truly has nothing to do with you. It's about them, okay? It really is. However they put it, it doesn't matter. It still hurt you. However they told you, whatever way it was. If they told you in a hurtful way, it's because they felt like they had to. Otherwise, you wouldn't let them go, and they needed to really cut you off so they can go heal faster. if that makes any sense. They felt like they had to hurt you so that you would move on and let them heal because you're like very nurturing and you don't want, you want to help. You want to help heal this person or anybody in pain. You don't like to see anyone in pain, especially the person you care about. And you just like wanted to take this person under your wing and heal them and shelter them, but they're not learning anything that way. They have to experience things for themselves. They have to be themselves. Okay, they can't just be sheltered from things as much as you wanted to. And it's really thoughtful and sweet. But and that person thinks about that, how loving you are and everything like that. But this person also, they love the love that you give, and they also feel very undeserving of it. Okay, they feel like they didn't deserve your love because, like I said, this person suffers, some of these people suffer from abandonment issues, okay? They might have had parents that weren't very loving towards them or cared about them enough. They could have been neglected. I mean, it's different for everyone, okay, what their past was like. But whatever their past was like, they're all suffering some kind of something in their life, okay? We all do suffer from something. But whatever is this person is suffering from their past here, it affected them in the future from not healing it, if that makes any sense. So it's like brought on, and it could have been hurt and pain from a different lifetime, and they just carry that every lifetime until they heal it. But in this lifetime, you know, they're working on it. They're going to heal that so they can be happy and have a peaceful life with you or whoever they're meant to be with, okay? But they know you deserve, you know, stability and security, and they know you deserve that and you should have that. And they know that they couldn't give it to you at the time, okay? And that's another reason why they walked away. They had to let you go because they couldn't be that rock you needed. They couldn't be that person that, you know, could be your everything, could make you feel secure, could be your security blanket, can, you know, make you feel stable and at home that you deserve, okay, that home feeling. They weren't prepared for that, okay? They weren't prepared for that. When they got involved in this relationship, they weren't prepared, okay? They just fell in love with you, or they fell in love with the idea of a relationship, but they really didn't have, you know, the means of dealing with the relationship, or they didn't know anything how to do or, you know, deal with the relationship at the time. So, but once they found out what it is to really be in love with someone and to really stick by and work things out and grow a relationship, then that's when the insecurities came in. Their confidence got shot, okay? Like, what am I doing? Like, I'm hurting my person here. I can never be this person. I can never give this person what they're used to having, this stability, this security. I'm not a good provider at this time. You know, there was a truth that came out, the clarity came out, and it wasn't just lust anymore. This person, it was real work, and it really scared this person. It made them lose confidence, you know, because they felt like they weren't able to give you what you deserved, okay? And the truth came out, and it was a harsh truth, but they got scared also. They got really scared and intimidated because they know your worth, and they know that, you know, there's a lot much better out there than they are. And they're just so insecure that they feel that if they show that insecurity, they try not to show it, but if if they did, they felt like they know they're going to push you away into someone else's arms. So they decided they had to let you go because there's just they weren't in a place where they could do this. They could give you the stability and security that you need to be that lover that you wanted and deserve, okay, at this time. But they still think about you and they still wonder, if you're still, single. They're wondering if you're dating anybody else. They pray that you're not. They have a lot of fear that you might move on without them and not wait for them. I'm also seeing them write that even if you do move on without them, it better be with somebody who treats you the best of the best, because you only deserve the best, is what I'm seeing. So whoever that resonates with, okay? So this person really truly loves you. It's just that they weren't prepared for this relationship like they thought they were. Okay? And they definitely want new beginnings with you, and they're scared, because of this ending the way it ended here, that, they know that, you do have you are a sensitive person. They know they hurt you. They know you'll heal and recover, but they know that you're always, they feel like you're always going to be upset with them, that if they do come back around trying to get in your energy again, they feel like your boundaries are going to be a lot, like, you're going to have stronger boundaries. You're going to have, your walls are going to be thicker. You're not going to trust them like you did. Okay, the trust would be gone. And they might be right. They might be right because, it hurt you really bad what this person did. You really truly love this person, and, but for some of you, you ended up healing and you understood, okay? Some of you, it ended where it was lighthearted, okay? You did adapt, because you are independent here, but it wasn't about the independency here that hurt. It was just, it's not like you needed them and you knew that. You didn't need them. You wanted them in your life because you love them as a person, okay? But they weren't getting that. They kept thinking that they needed to be somebody for you to depend, for you to depend on them, for you to feel stable and secure with them. But you didn't need all of that because you feel that within yourself, but they didn't understand that part because they didn't have that part within them. So they didn't feel stable within themselves. They weren't secure within themselves, okay? They were very insecure. They had a lot of frustrations within themselves, okay? And they knew they just weren't good for you right now. But they do love you unconditionally no matter what, okay? And I see this person literally, if they know where you live, which I'm sure if you didn't move anywhere, or even if you did, like, they pass by your home, they sit and they watch you if they see you out in public. If they see you on social media, they watch you on social media, like they stalk your page and everything. And they just think you're so beautiful or handsome, and they just absolutely love you, They're very attracted to you. They see how selfless you are. And they just love you as, as a whole, okay? But whether they know or not, you are healing from this, okay? You did heal from this heartbreak. You're healing from that. If they were toxic in any kind of way, You understood why you do forgive them, but again, the trust may not be there because of how things ended, okay? For some of you, this person to break up with you, it's like they went and became deceptive. They could have cheated, lied, did the most because they knew if they didn't that you wouldn't allow them to move on. You wouldn't leave them alone, because a lot of you, you wanted to heal this person. You wanted to help them heal, and they just didn't want you to help them to heal. They did something they had to do on their own, okay? And you weren't meant to do anything for them. They have to do it themselves. And I do see this person like still interested in you, when they still want to come in, they still want to come towards you here. And they're thinking of strategic ways on how they can do that. Even if it's just in a friendship way, something. They want to see you. They miss you very much. They miss your energy. They miss the way you made them feel. It's like you feel like a sunshine to them, Like no matter how low this person can get, and I'm feeling it could be pretty low, they get like really depressed, some of them. You're always there to pick them up, and they miss that about you because right now they don't have anybody that's positive to pick them up. They have to pick themselves up. And it's been a really, really hard journey for this person, okay? They had a lot of lessons to learn here. And it was basically, time for them to heal. So this lesson was about their self-worth, their value, okay? It's actually feeling that. It's doing shadow work. It's appreciating themselves for who they are, their authentic self, raw, And that's what this person, this could be you or the person here. Take it how it resonates, okay? And this person is doing the work. They're doing the work, and they're hoping and praying that one day they'll have a chance to do right with you, and that you'll give them another chance, And they'll be, they learned a lot with this relationship. They learned a lot of things here during this journey. And they want to they're preparing themselves for a union with you. They do want this, a new beginning with you. And they're praying and hoping that you would give them that chance. That you would trust them enough, even if they have to wait a long time, they're patient enough to wait for you, is what I'm seeing. Okay? Because they don't want anybody else. They just want to be good for you. And they also want to feel whole themselves, But every time they think of you, they feel sad. Sometimes they see a lot of your character in other people, or your appearance in other people, how you look. Like sometimes they're reminded, I feel like they're reminded of you a lot. Like certain people, make them think about you. And they actually break down and cry about it. Okay, they get really sad and bitter. Because, they miss you a lot. Sometimes they think if they keep thinking if they made the right decision. Sometimes they regret about the decision that they make to walk away from you. And that was because, they miss you so much. And they felt like walking away from you, you would never trust them and take them back again. So they felt like they probably made a big, huge mistake by doing that. But they didn't know any other way of doing it. Okay, there was no other way they can think of that was going to be better. So that's why they did what they did, but they do regret a lot of things that they did here. They feel really sad and bitter about it. Okay. This person can't see themselves with anybody but you. They know that you're their soulmate. They feel it within their soul. That you're their soulmate. They believe you're their soulmate, and they're not going to love, or they don't want to love anybody but you. Okay? I feel like this person, they had a lot more feelings than you thought they did, but it was just so overwhelming, and they would hide their true feelings of you because a part of them felt like if they shared everything how they felt about you, you might abandon them and they would be hurt. And this person doesn't like to communicate their feelings too much. I feel like they hold on to them. They swallow their feelings. They don't like to express their feelings. It makes them feel vulnerable. It makes them feel weak. If they feel like it puts them on a spot of either getting ghosted, abandoned, or, hurt in some way, some kind of hurt. They're afraid that, they're going to get hurt. So they don't like to share their feelings with people. And they know that was a big mistake in the relationship here. Because they felt like in this relationship, because you're so independent and strong, they had to be more strong because for whatever reason. But it wasn't a competition here, and they see that now. They see the mistakes that they've caused in the relationship, and they want to correct all those wrongs. Okay, they want to correct everything here. They learned a lot from the past here. They keep reminiscing, like keep thinking about, your the past memories they had with you in a relationship. All the good times, bad times, in between times, like stuff like that. They really miss you, and a lot of things that they regret, they think about it. They sit on that. It makes them feel sad. Some of them might even drink to that or smoke weed or something to it. Yeah. They don't want anybody but you. They just wanted to fix themselves. Because it's like, if they didn't fix themselves here, they felt like in the future there's going to be a separation, or they're going to repeat these patterns over and over again, this toxic pattern of the codependency, okay? And they wanted to stop that pattern. Okay, you might be giving them the silent treatment, or they're afraid you're going to give them the silent treatment when they come in for a union with you. They fear that you might not want to deal with them. They're afraid of being hurt. Okay. They're very paranoid. Like I said, they keep watching you, They could be stalking you, following you around, seeing what you're doing, seeing who you're with, seeing if you moved on, praying that you haven't. Yeah, so and I feel like, you're just, you let them go. You let them go. You know they had a lot of things that they had to heal. You feel like there were things that you saw in this person that really wasn't your place to fix. You knew it was them that had to do the fixing and healing here. There's nothing else you could do for this person, because it's like, you can't make somebody, do what you feel is right, because we all have individual choices. You can't make the choices for them or the decisions for them. So you had to let them go. You didn't chase them. As much as it hurt, you just let them go. You didn't chase them. But they have like a lot of this codependency here. Well, they had a lot of codependency, but they're healing that. They're listening to their own intuition here. They're working on it. They're working on themselves. They're repairing the things within themselves here that they know they've messed up with. And it's a learning journey here. This person keeps, worrying that someone else might charm you and use you, because they feel like you're just really sweet, and because you like to help people. And they're afraid that somebody's going to come in and hurt you in some kind of way. So they have a lot of like negative thinking here. They're like thinking though, like these scenarios that never happened, okay, and probably never will. But it's just they're so paranoid because they're not with you. They're paranoid. You might not want anything else to do with them in the future. It's like a lot is going on in this person's mind. They have to clear their mind here, and they're trying to, which is why I see a lot of them writing a lot. I see them writing a lot inside of a book and, expressing their feelings there and then hiding the book. This person also feels like, if they come back in, here, they feel like that they're going to have competition here, that you have a lot of suitors here, people who are really interested in you. That's all in their mind. It doesn't mean it's true. They're just so paranoid, again, that you're going to find somebody better than them and move on without them, and they don't want that. They just wanted you to wait for them to be ready. But nobody here is obligated to wait for anyone, okay? So keep that in mind. This person is like, it's a wishful, it's just, I don't know. It's kind of like wishful thinking, I guess. And maybe some of you are waiting for this person to heal and come right, okay? But also some of you aren't. You're over it. So it's different for everyone here. Anyway, that's what I have for you all tonight. If this resonated, let me know. I always like to know what's going on for people. So I hope you all have a wonderful night. Be safe. Make sure you lock your doors, your windows before bed. Yeah, make sure you're safe. Alright, well, I love you all, and I wish you all the best night ever. And if you haven't liked and subscribed, please do so. It helps my channel a lot. It helps me put out more content. And I appreciate each and every one of you who do. Thank you so much. You're all such a blessing. I love you all very, very much. And thank you, and have a wonderful night. And I will talk to you tomorrow. Bye.